Hello everybody! We are glad to present you our video lesson.
Good morning, students.
Good morning, teacher.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine also, thank you. Sit down, please. So, before to start our new theme, I want to give you one task. It's called odd one out. You should find out which one is exception in the given line, yes? In the first line, for example, candle, light, and flashlight. What do you think? Which word is the exception?
You mean extra, yes?
Yes, extra word. You should think more logically, yes? And find out which one is exception.
Candle.
Candle?
Yes.
Light. Are you sure? Light or flashlight?
Flash.
Flashlight. In the case of flashlight, we use only flashlight, yes? Without charge, without anything. Light, yes, you are right. So, in the second line, yes, you are right. In the next one,
Volt.
yes. And the last one,
Drill.
so,
Drill is without.
socket, yes. You were right, yes.
Yes. And
Yes, drill.
And what do you think? What kind of connection they have between each other? These words, exceptions.
it is connected maybe with the electricity.
Yes, they work.
Yes, you are right.
Because these things have their charges in the like the electricity.
Yes, they should be charged with the help of electricity. Yes.
Yes.
So, and now we are going to speak about what?
Electricity.
Yes, our new theme is electricity. So, before starting our new theme, I want to ask you some questions. So, guys, do you know how it works?
Thing has two charges, and help of with these charges, electricity is happened.
Yes. So, think, what is electricity? Power? Yes. What kind of power?
So we can get energy from electricity, yes?
Yes.
Can charge our phone, mobile phones, our
Yes.
technique.
Yes.
It's a power between charges.
It's light, the lights, yes?
Maybe
Yes,
it's kind
light.
of connection.
Yes. And any ideas? Can you add something else?
And also electricity consists of protons and electrons.
Okay. So, so do you know how it works?
With the help of charge.
Okay. So now, students, we are going to find out all the answers to the given questions. Okay? We should watch the video about the electricity, and you should watch attentively and find out answers. Okay? So, let's start.
Electricity is all around us, and most of us use it every day. But do you really know what electricity is? To really understand electricity, you first have to start with an atom. Everything in the universe is made up of atoms. Let's look at this ant. We think of ants as being pretty small, but atoms are smaller. Much, much smaller. Atoms are so small, in fact, that one ant is made up of too many atoms to count, more than 1 billion. If you take an object and keep breaking it down to smaller units, eventually you'll be left with only atoms, which we can call the building blocks of everything. Atoms have a couple of different parts, and a really important part of an atom is called an electron. Not all atoms have the same number of electrons. The number of electrons in an atom can change because electrons can move between atoms. Electricity is the movement or flow of electrons from one atom to another. This flow of electrons is called current, electric current. Electrons can move in all materials, but they can move through some materials better than others. If electrons can move quickly and easily in a material, then that material is a conductor. A conductor is anything that allows electric current to flow from one point to another. The opposite of a conductor is an insulator. An insulator is a material that does not let electrons move well and doesn't conduct electricity. Have you ever seen the inside of a wire? The inside is usually made up of copper or another conductive metal, while the outside is made of plastic, an insulator. The copper wire helps the electrons flow, while the plastic insulator helps keep the electricity from being wasted and prevents us from being shocked. To use electric current to power things, you have to create a complete pathway for the electric current to follow. This is called an electric circuit. An electric circuit is like a racetrack of conductive materials that let the electrons flow in a specific way. For example, let's try to light a light bulb. First, you need a power source, like a battery. Next, you need to connect wires to the battery, and finally, the light bulb. Presto! Just like that, the circuit has been completed and the light bulb lights up. To learn more about electricity and circuits, explore the Curiosity Machine.
So, now students, can you get any idea about electricity and how it works? So,
Actually, it consists of different, many atoms.
atoms, yes?
Which after their movement, the electricity is appeared from the
Okay. Could you give me the definition of the word electricity according to the video? It's a movement of atoms flow.
Yes.
from one place to another.
From one thing to
Yes, from one atom to
To
another
another
one.
one.
Yes. So, and have you understood how it works?
Yes.
Okay.
It consists of electrons, and the number of electrons can be changed during the process, lots of electrons can be as electric current.
Yes.
And also when one example, when battery is working, there are conductor and insulator.
Yes. So, right you are. So, what kind of keywords have you had?
Atom.
Atom, yes. Insulator, conductor,
Electric
circuit.
circuit.
Circuit,
Yes.
electric current, electrons. Yes, you are right. So now we are going to do the next exercise, which is connected with our video. We are going to watch the video twice, yes, and you should do the matching exercise. There are given keywords with their definitions. You should find out which one is related to which definition, okay? So, now let's watch the video and do the exercise, okay? I think that you can get any given information, yes? So now please start the first group. The first one, atom, yes?
It is the smallest particle that can exist.
Okay, you are right. And you, your answer is the same? Atom?
Yes.
So, very nice. The next one?
Electron is an important part of an
to another.
Yes. And the second group, your answer is the same?
Yes.
Okay. And the next one?
Conductor, anything that allows electric
Alarms, yes.
allow electric current to flow from one point to another.
Yes, you are right. And the next one, insulator.
Insulator is the material that does not let electrons move while it doesn't conduct electricity.
Okay. And what is the difference between conductor and insulator?
They are opposite from.
Yes.
Yes.
And how can conductor help us?
Conductor helps to electrons to flow from one thing to another, while insulator doesn't allow.
Yes, you are right. And the last one, electric circuit.
Electric circuit, a complete pathway for the electric current to follow.
Yes. And the first group, do you agree?
Yes.
With the answer? Yes, you are right. All of you complete the task 100%, yes? So the next one is we are going to do the true or false task. Do you know this? What kind of task it is?
Yes.
So, true or false? I will give you some statements about the video. You should find out is it true or false. If it's true, you should raise your right hands. If it's false, you should raise your left hands. So, are you ready?
Yes.
Let's start. So the first one, everything in the universe is made up of atoms.
True.
Yes, you are. And the next one ant is made up of one atom.
No, it's false.
Because it has one billion.
Billion atoms.
Billion atoms, yes, you are right. And the third one, important part of an atom is called an electron.
True.
Yes, it's true. Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. So the next one, all atoms have the same number of electrons.
False. Because it can change.
Yes, it can be changed, yes. So the next one, flow of electrons from one atom to another is called current, electric current.
Yes.
Is it true or false?
True. It's true.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. So the next one, if electrons can move quickly and easily in a material, then that material is called conductor. Is it right or false? False, yes. Insulator, yes, you are right. The opposite of an insulator is a conductor.
Yes.
Is it true?
Yes.
Yes, it's true, yes. So the next one, the copper wire helps electrons flow, while the plastic insulator helps keep the electricity from being wasted.
True.
It's true?
Yes.
Okay. Can you give me an example? Why is it, it's not false? Because in this case we use insulator, yes?
Yes.
Not conductor, we use insulator, yes. So, and the last one, a complete pathway for the electric current to flow is called an electric circuit.
Yes.
it's true.
Right.
It's right, yes. So the next task is more complicated. You should fill in the gaps. So, by the way guys, do you know what kind of task is it?
We should
write the missing words.
Yes.
missing words, the necessary word.
You should find out the missing words, yes? So before starting our task, we are going to watch the video again, yes? So, students, please watch the video very attentively and try to find out the missing words. So let's all the missing words?
Yes.
Have you found out?
Yes, yes.
So, who wants to start? From the first sentence? Anel, could you please?
Everything in the universe is made up of atoms.
Yes, you are right. And the next one?
Atoms are so small, in fact, that one end is made up of too many atoms to count.
Yes.
More
Do you
than,
agree?
Yes.
Okay. So the next one?
more than a billion. We can call them the plus of everything. Yes?
Building.
Billion, yes, more than a billion. We can
Billion, yes.
Yes.
You are right. And the next
You
one?
can call them building blocks.
Building blocks. Yes.
everything.
So the next one, Pamela, could you read please?
And the really important part of an atom is called an
And electron.
electron.
Electron, yes. You are right. And the next one, Medina, please. Could you read?
The electrons are the
Six one.
Yes, the sixth
The
one.
number of electrons in an atom can move because electrons can move between atoms.
Can
change.
Can change.
Because
Yes.
atoms can be
Because electrons can move, yes,
Between
from
atoms.
one atom to another.
Yes.
So, could you read, please?
is a movement or
Flow, yes,
Flow.
flow of electrons.
flow of electrons from one atom to another.
Yes, right. The next one, could you please read?
This flow of electron is called current.
Electric current.
Electric current, yes. So, the tenth one, could you please read?
Electric current is anything that allows electric current to follow from one to another.
Conductor, yes. Conductor is anything that allows electric current to flow from one point to another. Yes. And Omer, could you read please the next one?
The opposite.
The opposite. Omer, the
The
opposite.
The opposite of that allows electric
No, this one. The conductor is
conductor
an
is an
insulator.
Insulator.
Insulator, yes, you're right. And the next one, Diana, could you please read?
The insulator helps electrons flow while the conductor, while 13 while the
Insulator.
insulator helps to keep
So
electricity from being wasted and prevents us from being shocked.
Yes, from being shocked. You are right. And the next one, 15, yes.
An electric circuit
Yes.
is like a racetrack of conductive materials that let the flow in a specific way.
Let's electricity.
Let the
Electrons.
yes, right one. Let the electrons, yes, flow
In a
Flow in
in
a
a
specific
yes, in
way.
a specific way. And the next one,
For example, let's try to light a light bulb.
yes,
First, you need
you need-
conductor,
Yes.
like a battery.
So, and next you need to connect wires
To
to
the
the battery. So now I think we understood all of the given information, yes, in the video. So now we are going to do the next task. Before continue our lesson, I want to ask you some questions. Can you make an electricity by your own? Can you make it? Maybe. Yes. And how can you make the electricity?
Sometimes I can touch somebody and electricity happens.
As we
Yes.
talked about in this video, they said that in everything, everywhere there are a lot of atoms and charges, electrons.
Yes, electrons.
Therefore, I think that it's possible to do, but we have never done it by ourselves.
Then opposite electrons.
Okay. So, have you any ideas about how can it happen?
Which has it happens?
When positive and negative electrons charge being
Connected, yes?
yeah, connected.
So let's find out how can we make electricity by our own, yes? So now we are going to do the experiment. You should firstly read the given experiment and following the given instructions. You should do it by your own, okay? So it's for you.
We need the two balance.
Yes, I will give you. It's for you. And now we can use our hats. Yeah.
It's a woolen dress.
Yes, it's a woolen material. It will help you to make electricity.
Yes.
It's unusual way to use everyday material, yes, to make an electricity. And explain why it works in this way, okay? So let's start. Madin. Look. Yes, it's really interesting. You make electricity, yes?
Yes.
And
Yes.
could you explain it?
So when we have the balloon to this material, yes,
Woolen material.
woolen material is charged with electrons, maybe,
Yes.
and then our bottle is moving.
Yes, the bottle is moved, yes, with the help of what? Opposite electron, with the help of electricity, yes? You make the electricity by your own. So, and then the next group, could you demonstrate your experiment?
Yes, of course. There are two balls. We are rubbing them on the woolen dress, woolen material, and after this one, we should make both of the two balance. Madina, have you finished? Yes. Actually, they repel for each other. Can you see?
Yes.
They don't attract.
Yes.
They repel to the different sides. Actually,
okay.
when we, from our understanding, when we would these balloons on the woolen material, the both balloons take the negative charges.
Negative electrons, yes?
Negative electrons, and after this,
Yes, the same
it's the
electrons.
And after this, they don't attract. Actually, they repel to the different sides.
Yes, you're right. So now, I think that you understand how it works and how can we make an electricity by our own, yes?
Yes.
So now, it's a reflection time. I want to give you one task. You should open your copybooks and write down 3 sentences. The first one is, today's lesson is today's lesson is helpful or not, and do you like it or not, and why you don't like it or why you like it. So, and the next sentence, have you any ideas? Do you want to add something to our lesson? Maybe games, maybe some new ideas, maybe creative ideas, yes? And the last sentence is about what do you want to know? Maybe do you want to know more about electric currents? Maybe do you want to know more about experiments? So the last one is your suggestions or your wishes related to the lesson, actually, yes? So, have you finished?
Yes, we have finished.
Okay. Who wants to read sentences? Who wants to read? One student, please. Could you read your sentences?
Lesson was really interesting. Yes, you can.
Okay.
I like this lesson because this lesson is very informative, interesting, and I learned many things about electricity, about atoms and electrons. It's very useful for me.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, it was really helpful. First of all, the interesting time was with task with an experiment, and actually we all with our groups have understood everything about the electricity.
Okay, and any suggestions about the lesson?
Yes, this lesson is very helpful for us. However, to have some ideas, suggestions, maybe it depends on our classroom that we don't have laboratory, yes, and when it will be more interesting when we use some kind of instruments, maybe some physical conductors, yes, yes. But however, we can do it with the help of simple things, like a balloon, hats, yes.
Yes, biomaterial.
Yes, and this bottle, and it was very helpful for us.
So, thank you, students, for your attention, for your sentences, and for your feedback. I will take into account all of your suggestions